friends! Today I'm feeling really good. I am caffeinated. I've been watching a bunch of Alexa Paletti videos all morning, so I'm really happy. And I have this new beautiful Minty Mix wig, which I'm so excited about and I'm just obsessed with. It makes me feel so pretty and happy. And today I'm going to be confronting more of your Lolita obstacles, things that are keeping you from wearing Lolita. Now, these videos tend to make me really emotional and sometimes kind of bum me out because I always put myself in your position, and Lolita has meant so much to me and changed me in so many ways, and I'm really thankful for it. So to think about not doing it or being afraid to do it makes me sad. Well, I think this is a good way to start in like a cheery mood. I'm not really gonna address any of the obstacles that I received that had to do with saving up or money or the price of Lolita, because I really talked about all of that in this video and it's a really great tool for you. There is something that I can add on to that wasn't in the video, which is more advice on how to shop from Taobao with the help of today's sponsor, YOYBUY. Oh, hi there! I know you've probably heard me talk about Taobao before, but now let's really get into it. Taobao is a Chinese website that hosts a lot of different sites within it, including a bunch of Lolita brands. But you can also find just about anything on Taobao. It's like Amazon, it's a collective of stores. You can get cosplays, kitchen supplies, sporting goods, because who knows, Lolitas are multi-dimensional, complex individuals, and they might want to combine their order of a magic tea party dress and a cushion shaped like meat. Oh my gosh, wait, there's vegetable ones? You could like have a bed that's a salad. When you get to Taobao, you can use Chrome to click translate and you can read it in English, and then it's up to you to find items that you like. One trick that I like to do, which is kind of odd, but I like to Google the Taobao shop that I'm looking for. I find that it's just easier for me, so I'll search a name like Rose Melody Lolita Shop or Rose Melody Taobao, and then it will take me directly to that link. Of course, Taobao is a Chinese-based website, so they only ship within China. So you have to use a shopping service to use them. And a great shopping service with over 10 years of experience, which is today's sponsor, YOYBUY. Once you've found the link and the item that you want, you can register with YOYBUY and then enter the link into their website under the Buy For Me option. Once you enter the link, it will create a new window with the different options for that listing, which makes it easier for you to decipher which release of that item you want, maybe a different size or a different colorway, and then you add it to your cart. YOYBUY will then buy the item for you, and then you can combine shipping of different items that you add to your cart, and then they will ship it to you. Once you enter the Ship For Me option, you can choose from a multitude of different shipping services, and it will calculate the cost for you. There's also a cost calculator on the website, so before you do anything, you can add it all up and see how much it will cost you. Some advantages to using YOYBUY is that they have a $10 off coupon for new users. They have a 90-day free storage system, which allows you to have more time to add to your cart and do more shopping, and then ship it all together. There's free repackaging. YOYBUY also accepts a wide range of different payment options. Everything is clearly marked on YOYBUY's website, and you can track everything very smoothly. They have an excellent English-speaking staff, which you can communicate with by email or by phone. YOYBUY makes Lolita shopping more affordable and more efficient. I haven't been very great about keeping track of obstacles I've already answered. I might be re-answering some from previous videos. I tried to skip through and see what I've already answered, but I might have missed it. I'm not sure. It's up to all of you to tell me if I've already addressed this. But I mean, if I readdress something that I already talked about, then hey, it's just more advice reiterated in case you missed it. So I made a post on Instagram a while ago asking for you to submit obstacles that you encounter and things that are keeping you from Lolita or things that you overcame in order to wear Lolita, and I got way too many responses from it, so I archived that post. I did make that post, however, before I made my price tag helpful video, so a lot of them have to do with price, so I'm thinking about maybe making another post or like reopening that post, so stay tuned on my Instagram for that if I haven't addressed your obstacle or if there's something else that you want to ask me about. Spyro says, mostly weather can stop me wearing Lolita or change my outfit a lot, cause here very cold spring and autumn, snowy and windy. Only pain for me find and buy Lolita shoes cause I have small feet, so most brands are huge for me, and that's why I'm wearing like tights with socks and put extra in my shoes. Blouses I already give up, it's always too oversized and long. Okay, so there's a couple things to address, starting with weather. I made a video a long time ago talking about how to wear Lolita in cold weather and hot weather, and I'm thinking about redoing that video or doing like an update to it, because when I made it I didn't live in cold weather, I lived in hot weather, but I visited cold weather and I've learned a lot more from living in it. I think I will make an update of that video. Ask me below in the comments if you'd be interested in that. But a little bit of advice that I can give quickly. I used to think about layering up everything underneath my Lolita coordinate to stay warm so that I could go out and just wear my Lolita coordinate outside as it is and be warm. But living in cold weather, I learned that it's a lot easier to have a comfortable coordinate that you would wear inside and then just wear one really big protective jacket over top of it. The longer the better too. And even if you can commute and get to where you're going with your petticoat like in a space bag rather than like wear it and then you can really cover everything, it's a lot easier to just like take off your coat and like hang it somewhere, check it somewhere. You can get those coats that like wrap up into a bag, because once you get to wherever you're going, it's going to be warm. It's gonna be warm indoors and you're gonna be sweating in all your layers. Of course, my previous advice about layering up underneath your coordinate helps if you're gonna be outdoors doing activities, but I find that most of the time in the winter, in the cold, you're gonna be going to events that are indoors. When it comes to things being too small, I can't really relate. I have really big feet, and for the most part, blouses are usually kind of too small for me. I don't really know what to do in that case. I mean, I guess you could take it in. With shoes, I think you have a great idea of like adding more in the shoe, and you can always commute to a meetup wearing different shoes, wearing comfortable shoes, and then have like a cute tote bag with your decorative picture shoes. I do that a lot. A lot of the times I just wear shoes for pictures, whether it's because I want to keep the shoes safe and protected or because they're uncomfortable. Fresh account 987. When I lived with my family, they wouldn't let me wear it, but now that I'm off in college, I can't afford it anymore. Never got the chance. I mean, you might have the chance literally after college. Just because you're in college doesn't mean that your chance is now over. I know a lot of people that got into Lolita way later. I think that this is again something that's more geared towards my how to save up, how to afford Lolita video. Even if it's not doable right now, just like keep going back to that video and referencing it when you're in different points, and eventually maybe you will be able to wear it, and maybe it's something that you're gonna have to try and invest in longer. If you really love it and you really want to do it, maybe that's worth it to you. Explaining that Lolita isn't a fetish to my parents and to my partner and previous ones. There's a stigma around Lolita and it's ridiculous how people build up on it. It is. It's so annoying. I find that it's really best to explain the fashion before you say the name, if it's possible. Like say, this is a Japanese street fashion. It's inspired by Victorian and Rococo era clothing. It's like a reinterpretation of that. It's built around a community of people that like to get together and dress up and hang out and have tea. Honestly, in 2018, there's been a lot of good documentaries made about Lolita fashion. You have to kind of sort through and watch them and see for yourself whether it's, you know, an accurate portrayal or not, but I feel like it is becoming more and more known, and those can definitely be a great utility to you, because either you can watch them and kind of figure out the language that you want to personally use, because with every person that you explain it to, it's going to be different, and you know best how to explain to like your family, your significant other, like what will get through to them. Or you can always just be like, here, watch this video, it explains it. I always, of course, promote the ones that I've been in because I really believe them, which is Sugar-Coated and Weird Threads. Especially Weird Threads, I think, explains it in a very educational way that is easy for people to digest. There has been a bunch of others which I will link to and give you that will be really helpful to you. And of course, I think it's hard to do things without people's acceptance, but if you also just keep doing it, trying, and by wearing it and by them seeing it, they will eventually, hopefully, click in and learn and see through example that that's not the case, that it isn't a weird fetish. I have a video from very long ago about how to explain Lolita to family. I don't know, should I update that one? I feel like all the information in it is still valid, it's just the quality is not the best. Hi Laura, I really want to start wearing Lolita, but my mom doesn't let me. She thinks I'll embarrass myself. Do you, any tips how I can change her mind? Oh, and I have scars on my arms. Do you have maybe some tips how I could them while wearing Lolita? By the way, I really love your videos. They make me so happy. Thank you, Laura. Okay, so the mom thing, that kind of goes back to what I was previously saying about just showing examples, helping educate, figuring out how to, you know, confront your mom, how to talk to your mom, because you know her best and you know what will get through to her, the kind of language, the kind of examples that you might need to show her. When it comes to scars, I don't think that there's any specific tips or tricks that you have to do while wearing Lolita. I can help you with this because I've gone through it. I have visible self-harm scars on my arms, and when I first got into Lolita, I wore long sleeves constantly in California in like horrible heat, but I was just so afraid of like not being cute because I had scars on my arms, or like people saying something, or people, you know, judging me for it. And then I don't know what exactly made me stop caring, but I just stopped caring. I guess maybe it was too hot and I was like, you know what, I need to wear short sleeves. What I have found with scars and Lolita is that people really do not care. I have never had any experience where somebody bullied me or pointed it out or said anything in person or online that I have seen. I have met a lot of Lolitas who have also gotten through self-harm in different mental health states and different struggles, and I don't want to say that like every Lolita has been through it, but there are a lot more that will understand you than you think. Even if a Lolita hasn't, I feel like a lot of them have known others who have gone through disorders and things like that where they'll be sympathetic to you. Even if a Lolita has like the best mental health, has never had any kind of depression or suffered with self-harm or disorders or anything, you have to remember that like Lolita in itself is such a standout fashion that Lolita, anytime they wear it, they become a target for unwanted criticism, unwanted attention. So they're strong, like they know what it's like to be criticized. So I don't think that you have any fear, and like you don't need to hide your scars, you don't need to be afraid. And one thing that can really help is just to go out and dress up and do it, and don't hide them, and just be yourself. And you'll be really nervous when you first do it, but then you kind of realize like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Like getting to that point and just wearing it and doing it will be difficult, but just going out, you're like, oh, nobody made fun of me, nobody gave me a hard time. That was easy. And then it just gets easier and easier the more that you wear it and the more that you do it. I hope that these things have helped you feel more confident and comfortable to wear Lolita. Feel free in the comments below to talk about your obstacles, anything that you have overcome or things that you have yet to overcome, and support each other, please. And if you think you're not a good enough Lolita, just remember, this entire time, I've been wearing sweatpants. Hey! And I just fell off my chair. Stay lovely!